Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Squire Rose. A few things before we start. As you can see, my setup is getting more and more cramped. Yeah, it's like a bit like playing Tetris to get it all to work. Maybe I should actually make myself a bit bigger. No reason to have the Knave book take up all the empty space, although it is nice to look at. A couple of things. I said last time, one of the final words I said, was that I wanted or needed to get further, was that I needed to draw a map. And in reality, I didn't draw a new map. I had from a previous session I made. I took that out and edited it a bit. And it's the map you see up in the top left corner. And if I remove it here, underneath up here, I got my oracles. And since I changed the YouTube or the channel name to the Magic 8-Baller, I suppose I should use my Magic 8-Ball from time to time. I should say it's not a real Magic 8-Ball, sadly. It's a copy product. It's called Mythic 8-Ball, but it's I guess it's somewhat the same. I think it has a somewhat yes bias, but more positive bias, because I guess the kids of the 80s shouldn't get depressed with no answers. I don't know why. It also has some unuseful answers. It sometimes says maybe. We cannot use that when playing solo. So underneath we have my yes/no oracle. And to the right of that is my sort of the key, I numbered the hex map, and as I rolled this map up in the Sandbox Generator. And if you can see some of the entries where it says something like, for instance, landmarks, it gives a percentage, and that's the percentage of treasure in those landmarks. And there's a general theme that if you, and some even says, it says like monster hazard, or what is the last thing it says? Sorry, I can't read it. I have to put on my glasses. My glasses are really good, but they are not so good at. Oh yeah, you get a view of my nose there on top. They're really good. They're new, but the thing is that they're really like, I can only see in this sphere around, so I can't see shit with them other than text. Where was I? Oh yeah, and the last entry is it's an empty landmark, but there's still some sort of chance of treasure. But that's in the percentage number in the parenthesis thingy. Yeah, and as you can see on entry number 9, we got the Stone Carver's lair in a quarry there. It doesn't specifically say quarry, but we know it's in a quarry. And then we can follow the river down where Rose went with Grimwald. And she ended up in the town of Galgasby. It's a little annoying to say Galgasby. It sort of sounds like the Danish word Galjeby, which is sort of gallows town. But I'm thinking I'm going to keep it anyway. Galgasby. Yeah, and then what else? Oh yeah, I just prior to turning on the video rolled the name of the castle. In Sandbox Generator there are some really good tools for rolling up settlements randomly. I'm not right now going to, I think, roll up the castle details, but I wrote a really cool name for it. It's called Castle. Whoops, sorry, that on the computer. Uh, Castle Cloud Skull. I was thinking maybe of reversing it, calling it Skull Cloud, but Castle Cloud Skull also sounds quite nice. Yeah. Anyways, with this map, we have to figure out exactly where Rose is taking the little man. And speaking of the little man, and thinking of the mysterious Fae woman, and they're both Fae, I'm thinking, we have to. I think they will also become party members, so there are 4 in this group. So we have to roll them up. I'm thinking that I'm making the mysterious woman, whom we haven't established what's called yet. We have to sort of. I have to go with an idea. I think I think she's some sort of. She's also sort of clerical in a way, or I don't know. Let's see about it. But the little man, I'm thinking I'm going to roll randomly. Okay, I'm getting there. The last thing is that I want to announce that there is a Danish dungeon synth band called Legends of Dwarg, or Dwarg, not like dwarf, but Dwarg, with a G instead of an F. Legends of Dwarg. And I asked them if I could use their music while playing, and they gave me a yes, which I'm really happy about. It's really, really great dungeon synth, and it's the kind of dungeon synth I like, sort of in the vein of Basic Dungeon and the like. So it's sort of 8-bit and a bit wonky, but it's really really good. So I'm thinking that whilst I play, I wanted to have some sort of underlying music, sort of to create some sort of give me some sort of maybe make it more, I don't know, not perhaps cinematic, but give me some sort of atmosphere. And there's of course, because the music is as music is very dynamic, and the songs are part of their songs is a part of a new cassette they just released with all their records on. So the way I think they wrote their songs is, or maybe they did that afterwards, but it sort of tells sort of a story through the through the album. And the music, of course, changes a lot. So there might be times where I have to skip a song because it doesn't really fit the theme of the scene I have. Let's say, for instance, if I had a really mellow, low-key scene and it was epic battle music, I would probably have to skip it. It's not because I don't like it, it's because it maybe would stress me out a bit. That said, I think I think that's it for all the disclaimers. So what is the first step we're going to do? I don't think one of the first steps we're going to do before we come up with the details for the little man and the mysterious woman is that we figure out where it is they want us to escort. I don't know why I can't say escort. Escort? The little man. Luckily, I did roll a lot of magic landmarks in this hex map. So I'm thinking it's one of the magic landmarks. So we have to roll randomly or pick one of the magic landmarks. And maybe we can, if I put on my glasses again, I will see where these magic landmarks are. Okay, number 3. That's 1. Just number 4 is also magic. Number 8 is a magic landmark. I think there should be more. Maybe let me just get it out. I'm going to take no reading. Number 10 is also a magic landmark. So is that 4? We could roll a 4-sided die. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually thought I rolled even more magic landmarks, but that's fine. Okay. Begin. Here we go. So what if I roll a 4-sided die, and that is where they ask Rose to escort them. So exciting. Number 2 entry. These old eyes. Number 2 entry of the magic landmarks is Whispers in the Wind in hex number 4. So that is, where is that? That's just southeast of the town. So just 1 hex away. That's fine. Yeah. How should we do this? I should maybe let's roll up the little man and also come up with a name for him. Okay, I got a new character sheet up, and let's put on some Legends of Dwarg. I'm just going to, there are really many tracks here. Put on, maybe I should choose something that sounds cool. A Tale of Two Journeys. Sounds like we are actually, in a way, going on 2 quests here. Getting a horse and fulfilling Sir Tennyson's quest and escorting the little man. So, yeah. Obvious, isn't it? So, is there a way Bandcamp can randomize tracks? Thanks. No. Anyways, let's roll the little man. Exciting. So by the Knave rules, we are going to roll 3d6. Get 3 different dice up. Oh. Seems like he's sort of a fighter. That is perfect. He's got 1 in strength and 2 in constitution. This is a tough little guy. So let's put that in. Strength of 1. And constitution +2. That means he can also carry a bit more. So I think we should get him a dwarven name. The names in Knave are not so dwarven. I have this other document I could use. But there are dwarven names. Kind of. It's Nordic. Something with frontier? Freebooters of the frontier. And that's sort of a supplement for what name of that dungeon something? Oh shit, my memory. It's another role-playing game, and this is sort of supplement. But they got some name tables. Can you see along here? Yeah. So you can see them down there. We're going to dwarf male name. I am going to say that he's not he's more like a. They are both more like fey creatures than classic dwarf and elf. So. There are my dice. $68 is Nifur. So the little man got a name. Should he have a last name? I don't have any tables for dwarf last names or surnames. What about he's a sort of a fighting type, I'm guessing, with all that constitution, and he's a bell ringer. Need for a bell ringer, then perhaps that's fitting. Going to roll his hit points. He's just going to say that they are level 1. Ooh, 6. The scary moment when you roll hit points. What was he? Is there actually building in the game? That would be cool. For the Curios? I don't think so. Would be awesome. I can just come up with it and then. Where the dolphin is it? Here we go. Sadly, there is no bell ringer. But I can come up with some items for a bell ringer. Let's write bell ringer on it. I think he's been a bell ringer for quite some time here. Bell ringer. And what does a bell ringer have of items? Has he got like earplugs? Oh, that would be funny. Moss plugs. Moss earplugs, maybe? What else? Maybe a stool he can stand on? What about a rope? They also already start with rope. Are there some of them careers that start with rope? I'm thinking he's going to start with a small stool. What about something to keep track of time? A sundial? Also some items in Knave. Here we go. Ooh, is there a sundial on here? There's a sundial. I'm thinking he's starting with a sundial. Like a small sundial, of course. And let's roll his other career choice. That would actually, in a sense, be fitting. But because, like I've been to this museum of this medieval museum once. Yeah, sorry, I rolled Inquisitor. And sometimes when you got like the hangman or Inquisitor in the Middle Ages, they were sort of forced to do it. Either to shorten some sort of sentence they had. They sort of force these criminals into getting a career as an executioner. I'm thinking, against his will, at some point, he was sort of the Inquisitor, maybe even at the Castle Cloud Skull in his dark past. There's a word I need to look up. What is I do not know every English word. Oh, okay. I'm going to say, yeah, the word I was looking for was investment. But he's not. I don't think he's an inquisitor like through religion. Maybe he's what is that called? More like a interrogator. That on the list. No, that would also be quite close to. I'm going to call him in Corrugator instead. Interrogator. Interrogator. And he's such a kind little man. It's so weird that he could have been. Oops, I forgot the name. Interrogator, but he was probably forced to it. Maybe they threatened to hunt down his family or something. So he has this dark past. Maybe that's why he's ended up as a bell ringer. Anyways, what sort of equipment does yeah, he certainly got pliers. Oh, very bad. What else? Manual? The Inquisitor starts with the manual. What about this, the iron? Branding iron? That's terrible. And what about mint keys? I don't know what he will use it for, but like it sort of like a. Oh yeah, maybe even a padlock, like the jailer you can roll. We could have rolled a jailer. Padlock. And then it would be more fitting with an iron chain, right? I'm going to write padlock and key. Gloves, key. That's one item. So the reason why I write them in stored treasure and item is because I'm going to. He probably won't be able to carry it all, so he's got some items at home, wherever his home is. Okay. Knave, you can sort of choose what armor you're starting with. So I'm going to write armor on the last. He's got all the way up to 12 slots. I'm going to write his armor in the last slots. Armor does he have? Armor. I'm thinking he has both a gambeson and a mail shirt. And maybe something more. So... gambeson. Mail shirt. And maybe one more thing, if he's going to be our little tanky guy. What about a helmet? What about shield? Helmet and shield also. There we go. So shield here and then helmet here. Helmet or helm? So I'm actually helmet gives me an impression that it's not just a back issue. From time to time, it would probably be better for me if I stood up. I'm just looking at something here. Maybe a Python. No, never mind that. Okay, so he's got 15 in armor class because he has 4 armor points. As of Knave. What else does he start with? I'm thinking an axe, right? No, maybe a hammer because he's like a hill ringer. Which that has a one-handed hammer. What about bell hammer? D6. And his rope, of course. And 2 torches and 2 rations. And actually also arrows, but it's not going to take that. The rations here, I can times 2 and the torch. Actually, also they can, in Knave you can carry, it says 10 minor or very small items, up to 10 in one slot. So for instance, I don't know what that could be like. Yeah, just like very small items. So I think. Oh, sorry, we're not done yet. We have to roll how many coins he has. And also maybe some character details. That is 140 coins. That's actually quite good. And then some character details like personality here. I will try and get this done quickly so we can get playing. Here we go. Did I roll 26? So many words I don't know. I think that Ben Milton, he had a dictionary. I have an idea, of course, what that means, but let's see. Epicurean. It's sort of a person devoted to sensual enjoyments, especially that derived from fine food and drink. It would be a really good personality trait to your classic monk, your proper talk type. So, okay, and we already in episode 1 heard that he enjoyed his his meal on top of the bell tower. That's perfect. So he's Epicurean. And Epicurean. 32. Folksy. Folksy, I also sort of think I get what that means, but I'm going to. It's always nice to get the English meaning correct. But it's there's sort of two meanings of folksy. I'm thinking it's more like the number 2. It's more like is it what can you say? Like he's unpretentious and informal, more direct style. That is also quite fitting. But it could also sort of mean that he's sort of, you can feel his where he's from, like his origin, like very Fey-like. But I'm thinking it's more like he's more like jovial and yeah. And friendly style. He's a man of the people, except the people trust him. Okay, what about some details? We already established that he's sort of an ugly little man. Should I roll one more detail? 18. Tiny. Yeah, we already. He's, even for a dwarf, he's a bit tiny. Sorry, that's funny. So let's write looks here. So he's little, I'm going to say instead, and he's ugly. But let's get more specific, like he's Quasimodosk. Is that a term? What about hunchbacked? Not necessarily hunchbacked, or more like hunched. I'm going to write hunched. And then my god, this music is so great. Sorry, I'm getting over. It's perfect. So I think that's it. Yeah, in a sense we're done. I am going to do that, but I'm not going to do that in this session. I'm going to draw him, of course, but not right now. That would be another sort of video. I'm going to do that with the camera off. But speaking of that, I'm also now going to pause the video and roll the mysterious woman because this is taking too long. We already used 42 minutes, almost 41 minutes. So, see you in a bit. So, I am also done with the mysterious woman who now got an identity. For some reason I chose to call her, I wrote something that sounded a bit like Belinda. And then I thought it would be quite funny to give her the name of Belinda, but then make it more elf-like, so I just added the Lynn. Belinda Lynn. I actually wrote her Curios. I thought that would be funny. And then I just wrote actually also some character details. I rolled one of them and chose the other one. I wrote dogmatic and righteous. No, sorry, I rolled righteous and then I chose dogmatic. So she's very sort of, she wants her point through and what she believes in. I also wrote that she is beautiful and tattooed. So I think we should use as I said in my showed in the first video, I'm using various other resources, not only Knave. I use Madeline Hale's fantastic books of random tables, and in the first one she has what happened to the first one she has a list of 20 tattoos, so I thought why not roll what sort of tattoo, maybe even 2 tattoos. 2 tattoo? Oh, it's 20-sided. Hang on. The long one. A tattoo of a bug or small creature that freely moves and roams over the body. Is it sort of a magic tattoo? Or is it like a comic tattoo? So here on the ankle it looks up and the arm it jumps. I think it's like a little spider that crawls around. Maybe a moth. That is cool. Like a movable tattoo. The other one. A lovely naked figure. Just a naked figure. Maybe let's roll another one. It says tattooed, right? So a lovely naked figure, thought, and a moving bug tattoo. A crossed out name. Yes. What name is crossed out? Should we roll okay. Going to use the magic 8 ball. Going to roll. Is it an elf name? And again, the Magic 8 Ball had some answers we can't really use also, so this is going to be interesting. It says, sometimes it doesn't really show properly. Focus and ask again. Is it a male name? No. Is that cool? Is it an elf name? Come on. Magic 8 Ball. Yes, come on. Oh, here we go. The stars say no. Okay. It's not an elf, so I'm guessing it's a human name. Let's roll a name. Oh yeah, I need to write down the tattoos. 1 sec. So, the tattoos are a magically moving. I'm going to say butterfly or something, moth, and a naked. Let's roll it. Is it a 1, 2, 3? It's a woman. 4, 5, 6. It's a man. It's a woman. And so the name, is that a woman's name? 1, 2, 3 man. 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3 woman. What did I can't remember. 1, 2, 3 woman. 5, 6. The man's name. The scratched out name. And the name is, let's roll on the. Oh yeah, it's from the source book here. The Freebooters Frontier is from Dungeon World. Sort of a supplement. So, elf, male name, I'm going to. I know we should start playing. Really play. But prep is play as well. 98. Unendil or Unendil. Unendil. Okay, I think that's it. And I chose to take all her gear with her. So she got some quite interesting gear. She got honey, she got a mask, like a bee's mask, because she's a beekeeper. And a wax tablet. That's actually sort of like a you call it, sort of like a blackboard with wax. You can sort of rewrite and erase, like a two-folded sort of drawing tablet of the Middle Ages. Then she has a bullhorn, because she is also, I also rolled, she's an orator. And she speaks out all her dogmatic, righteous, religious opinions through the bullhorn. 100 marbles, I don't know why, maybe to throw if somebody runs after her. And then a smoke bomb. That is quite interesting. Also from the beekeeper career. She got a longbow and 20 arrows. I'm not thinking she has, or maybe I should have given her a melee weapon. I'm going to say sword. I should actually also, I can do that off camera. Just pause it. Oh, she needs rations as well. She needs to leave something behind. I'm thinking she leaves the honey behind. She needs rations. And there's really nothing here I want to leave behind. Everything is good on this list. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to put the rations in the top of there. And then a long sword here. So Knave is not sort of what you call hindered by the rules of like OD&D, where Dungeons and Dragons, where cleric types only fight with blunt weapons or maces. Here they can use every weapon. The same goes for spellcasters, other spellcasters like wizards. So that's really nice. I'm thinking that her blessings that she has got something to do with shooting her arrows, or shooting her bow, I should say. Yeah, let me actually. I'm going to pause it. It's already played 52 minutes. So, I'm done with. I rolled some, or came up with some blessings for Belindalin. I thought it should be got something to do with you could bless arrows. So, blessing should be something minor. I'm going to say that once per day she can bless a quiver of arrows. I have debated with myself quite a bit how that would work, but you can say that if she does not bless, the blessing would work perhaps like from the moment they're blessed and then maybe till the next morning. And if she doesn't bless them again, they won't be +1 arrows, something like that. And then I also rolled. I tried for fun just to roll a spell. You can roll a spell in Knave, and I rolled a spell name called Incomparable Hardening Gaze. I'm thinking that she can look at a piece of non-armor clothing, like let's say a hat or a cloak, something that made that soft fabric, maybe gloves or something. She can look at it each morning, and then make it into some sort of armor piece. For instance, her mask. But it only lasts. You can't repeat it. She can do that in the morning, like sort of bless it with her hardening look. Yeah, so I'm thinking those are her 2 blessings. She can have 2 blessings running at a time because she has 2 in charisma. I could and should maybe roll her patron, but I'm not. I can't be asked to do that right now. if it me, there's a wind blowing in my house. One sec.